Okay, look, before I get started talking about what's been happening, I want to take a minute and just be real with people. I know that this video is going to make certain viewers angry. There's a group of people out there who are just completely incapable of critically evaluating anything to do with Donald Trump, and they just immediately lash out when anyone criticizes him for any reason. It's akin to a cult, where the leader of that cult can never be wrong because his followers manufacture explanations for everything that he does without question, and even just saying that right now will piss them off, as they smash out some massive and angry comment about how I'm not talking about the real problems, which are Joe Biden and the Democrats, or they just make these weird obfuscated statements about how I'm probably controlled by the feds, or even just incoherent insults like bet you're just another Harris voter, or check the early life section, which is code for I think you're Jewish because I said something they don't like and therefore I must be Jewish, I guess. For real, scroll down and you'll probably see some, purely as a function of the video's title alone, unless I'm massively underestimating that community, which I hope I am. But considering what's happened over the past couple of days and considering where it seems to be going from here, as annoying as that group of viewers tends to be, very few people with the ability to rationally think for themselves want anything to do with that group whatsoever. As annoying as they are, I'm going to risk having them harass me and make the video anyway, because what I see happening is a complete disgrace to the nation, and it makes me kind of ashamed of where the country is headed. I could laugh, I guess, and I sort of was laughing for a little bit, but it's not really funny. It's just sad. And when I actually sit down and think about the idea of principled values, I have to wonder, what is the point of thinking that way when the highest office in America, and apparently his entire family, are transparently enriching themselves at what seems to be the direct expense of their most loyal followers? And those followers are too stupid to even understand it. Go ahead, type the comment, freak out at me. I get it. It kind of makes sense. I don't even really blame you for it, but for anyone capable of and open to understanding why this is so monumentally fucked, let's get started. First, we need to understand a relatively recent phenomenon known as meme coins. And to do that, at least properly, we have to talk about a website called pump.fun. Pump.fun is essentially a platform where you can take a meme, some sort of popular image or topic or whatever it happens to be, and launch a crypto token of that meme, which then gets traded publicly on peer-to-peer markets. It's basically gambling, but it's worse than gambling because it lacks enforcement, regulation, and fairness. Unlike traditional gambling, such as a Vegas casino, which has something called enforced RTP, which means return to player, meme coins are a veritable promised land of price manipulation and scamming. Think of it like this. If you go to a casino's roulette table, just as one example, you're facing a predetermined set of odds. Yes, you can lose money, but you're also not running the risk that the dealer might just, or not, there's no dealer at roulette, right? The person that throws the little ball, I guess. You're not running the risk that the employee that runs the table might just grab all the chips off of the table and then run away with them out the door. Even if they did that, the casino would remedy it, of course, and they'd face repercussions. So at the very least, with actual gambling, you have a preset agreement of the rules. For meme coin trading, that just doesn't exist. If you buy a meme coin, you have no idea what's going to happen. You could be buying something that will go up or down, similar to gambling, but you could also be buying something which is deliberately designed to steal all of your money because the person who made it is a literal 12-year-old child who reserved most of the token supply for himself and only did this in the first place so that he could dump those tokens on unsuspecting buyers. It's high-risk speculation, of course, but with an added minefield underneath where the entire premise, to its very core, is designed to enrich insiders, scammers, and early adopters. According to reports done by Dune Analytics, the vast majority of people who trade meme coins on Pump.fun lose their money. And yet the industry is often regarded by advocates as some sort of generational wealth opportunity, despite more accurately being a tool for simple redistribution of wealth. Meme coins, if nothing else, are a mechanism where insiders and bad actors are able to harvest profit from unsuspecting or particularly misled victims, and the people that launch these coins or tokens, especially those willing to deceive their audiences, are the ones who benefit the most. A lot of people out there have this kind of utopian concept of redistribution of wealth, where all the rich people's money gets filtered down to all the poor people. It's great, I get something for free. That is not what meme coin trading is. Meme coins are when all the poor people get told, buy this thing, and then the rich person that told them that runs away with all the cash, okay? That is meme coins. Well, understanding the hyped up but far more sinister reality of meme coin trading, we have to now turn and look at Donald Trump, who just 2 days before his presidential inauguration decided to launch a crypto meme coin called Trump, where only 10% of the token supply according to their own tokenomics, went to public distribution with an additional 10% for liquidity. All of the rest of this token supply went to creators and something called CIC Digital, where CIC Digital, according to a risk disclosure from the Kraken trading platform, is a direct affiliate of the Trump organization. Basically, insiders. Nearly all of the money in this token is allocated to insiders as the president, or about to be president, launches a meme coin. Now, some people are going to obviously take issue with this and say, well, it's a good thing that Trump is onboarding people into crypto, but no, okay? No, it isn't. On the official website, they explicitly allow the option for users to buy now with debit card because the main target here are his most loyal followers, most of whom don't have experience with decentralized finance, none whatsoever. These people are being onboarded into crypto in a sense, but they're being onboarded into a scam. The people buying this token with their debit cards, those are the people getting taken advantage of the most. This token does nothing. It has no purpose other than to enrich insiders. And the best way to actually demonstrate that is to explain that the entire vesting schedule for this token happens during Trump's presidency. By the end of his term, the tokens will have vested, unlocked, and likely been sold by everyone, all the insiders associated. And this allows the entire operation to not only dodge accountability by launching the scheme 2 days before his inauguration and concluding the scheme during his presidency, it also capitalizes on the hype cycle of his fan base to extract as much money as possible from their pockets. If you need a better demonstration of how this kind of token scheme works, look at this. Discovered by Bubble Maps, which is a blockchain analytics platform that I'm about to use later in the video for something else, there's a crypto wallet that was funded with $1 million, roughly, 4 hours before the Trump token launched, and then immediately bought in as soon as the token went live. After that, they sent the tokens to 6 other wallets and began sequentially dumping them on the community. So far, this one singular unknown person, or group, we don't know, who funded themselves 4 hours in advance and participated within seconds of the token launching, has made $20 million and was sitting on 96 million more at the time of making this. It is disgusting to watch the leader of the free world, who's already a billionaire, enrich himself and those around him, not with savvy business decisions or real estate development or innovative products even, but with a crypto scheme that directly preys on the most loyal people that support him. Because make no mistake, this is a zero-sum game, using a vehicle that has no purpose or intrinsic value of its own. For billions of dollars to be made by a few carefully chosen insiders, billions of dollars must be lost by the masses. It's honestly sick. Now, if anyone at this point is still pretending that everything's fine and there's nothing wrong with what's happening, let's kick it up a notch. One day after the launch of the Trump coin, which was 2 days before Trump's inauguration, a second token impacted the crypto ecosystem called Melania. Yes, Melania Trump, at least her official social media accounts anyway, one day before her husband's inauguration and one day after her husband had apparently executed his own crypto scheme, launched this, which is a website for a crypto scam, using a website domain name that was registered 1 day prior, except for Melania's crypto token, only 15% would go to the public. Once again, you could buy it with a debit card, and just to clarify something before I continue, we're talking about tens of billions of dollars total here between these tokens. At peak value, Trump's token was worth something like $70 billion in market cap, which quadrupled his paper net worth easily, by the way. And Melania's token was worth something like $13 billion, with an even shorter vesting period, which makes it even easier for the insiders involved with Melania's token to dump their holdings on the community. Here's the thing, in order to get a full picture right now, a picture that will obviously change somewhat in the coming weeks, because a crypto scheme this bad is completely unprecedented, really. In order to paint a full picture, I have to connect a few dots, starting with this, which is World Liberty Financial. World Liberty Financial, also known as WLFI because it's incorporated, is about as closely affiliated with Donald Trump's whole family as you can get, while still claiming on the website that it has nothing to do with them. Him and his 3 sons are ambassadors for the project, and right about the time that Melania Trump's social media accounts began launching her meme token, the World Liberty Financial multi-sig wallet apparently made a few interesting purchases of its own. Domain names, in fact. WorldLiberty.eth, TrumpCoin.eth, EricTrump.eth, and BaronTrump.eth were all purchased right about the same time that the Melania token went active, and also about the same time that Trump himself retweeted her token launch. Why? Well, I can't say for certain, but what I can do is show you this. Right after the Melania crypto scam went live, once again showcased by Bubble Maps, there seemed to be a discrepancy between the supposed allocation breakdown listed on the website and the actual allocation of the tokens themselves. It seemed like 89% of the supply was sitting in a singular wallet, I guess. The thing is, after that fact was discovered, the tokens began moving, and the chart of top wallets holding the token right now, as I make the video, is very different. However, if we take a look at the current top holder of Melania token, we find this address right here, SGQWH7, which is supposedly the Melania treasury, which was intended to have 35% of supply. Well, it only has 30%, but pushing that aside, we can see that 300 million tokens, the ones that it now holds, were received a couple hours after launch from a wallet called Melania Liquidity. And if we jump over to that wallet, Melania Liquidity, we find that it's currently holding roughly $1 billion worth of official Baron meme tokens. These values, by the way, are fluctuating to the tune of billions on almost a minute-to-minute basis as the entire crypto market tries to figure out what the actual fuck is happening. But if we consider everything in context, I'd like to give my personal opinion about that. In my opinion, what's happening is that an entire billionaire family is openly scamming their followers now. The Trump token came first, followed after, hastily, very hastily, by the wife, and then a closely connected corporation called World Liberty Financial began securing domain names for possibly future tokens, each dedicated to one of the family members. Meanwhile, the same wallet holding billions worth of Melania's token, as the supposed treasury, is holding $1 billion worth of Baron token, because the whole thing is moving faster than anyone is ever able to keep up with. And again, purely my own speculation here. Someone somewhere is realizing, oh my God, we can get rich and make so much money doing this. It's not necessarily the Trumps, but it's people very closely connected to them, surrounding them in all of their circles at the very least, as they've been trying to do as much of this as they possibly could, as fast as they could get it done, before Trump was officially the president. That's what I see. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we end up with more family member meme tokens from the Trumps at this rate, because when you're the president and you literally appoint the people in charge of prosecuting and regulating the asset class itself, it gets really easy to use that asset class for scamming your audience, which in my view is precisely what the Trump family has now done. And if not them, at least people in their close proximity who are doing it relentlessly. There's gonna be more, 100% there's gonna be more. Over time, the world of crypto scams just got infinitely worse. If you look at pump.fun, it's just a torrential downpour of more meme token scams because of this, right? Surrounding the Trumps and surrounding their family. It's like the whole ecosystem just got a jolt to the heart, a shock factor of like, dial up the scams. It just got way, way, way worse. But honestly, that's it for today. If you support the channel, check out the links down below, special VPN deal, locals and Patreon, merchandise, etc., etc. But I'll cut it there and stop rambling. As always, thank you all for watching, question everything, and have a nice night.